It means that Japan destroyed the German mechanic. Even your decision is wrong, but keep your moral. Keep to believe on yourself and believe to your partner. Philippe Troussier です。よろしくお願いします。皆さん、こんにちは。Troussier監督です。It's a great pleasure to share with you a lot of things about football, of course, but also about my wine and about everything. It's my pleasure. It will be my pleasure to respond to your question and maybe also to your concern. And I am ready. I just came back from Qatar. I had a great opportunity invited by the Qatar Federation to attend especially the semi-finals of the World Cup and the final. And I spent a very good time in Qatar. And now I'm back in Paris, back in Saint-Emilion, the place I am today, and I am so happy to respond to your question. Let's go!
監督、今日もよろしくお願いします。いや、まずワールドカップ、本当に楽しかったですね。
Yes, first of all, I really enjoyed the World Cup, especially the first round. I was in Paris because at that time I should stay in France. And I enjoyed also the fact that to follow the World Cup by the television. It was very interesting regarding the time, the daytime, because from the morning 11 o'clock to the night time, it was easy and comfortable to watch 4 different matches, and it was very exciting. And after, I had the opportunity to attend the World Cup. That's why I was invited by the Qatar Federation. And it was for me an amazing moment, especially to attend the final of the World Cup. It was my third final of the World Cup, because my first one was in 1998. I attended the World Cup Brazil against France. And the second one, of course, was in Japan in 2002, with Germany against Brazil. And the last one, it was France against Argentina, and 3 World Cup. I think I was so lucky.
羨ましいな。いつかね、行ってみたいんですけどね。監督が出演されたメディアとか、あるいはインタビューとか、ほとんど拝見させていただきました。このチャンネルでもいくつか質問を用意しておりますので、ご回答の方お願いします。まずは一次リーグ初戦のドイツ戦です。最初に開幕前のトルシエ予想を振り返りたいと思います。
Yeah, correct. It's a special match, and Japan has a great advantage to have 8 players play in Germany. We need a big exploit, and I believe that Japan can make the best surprise in the World Cup, beating Germany 3-0.
スコアこそ違いましたが、世界を驚かせる1点差勝利でした。日本にあってドイツになかったもの、それは一体何だったのでしょうか。
First of all, after the World Cup draw it was not easy group for Japan when you have to play against Germany, Spain and Costa Rica, especially two former world champions. And of course at the beginning, I think nobody could imagine that Japan was able to be qualified. But as we know, especially me, because as a coach, we know that in football is not on a paper. Football is on a pitch. And the fact that the first match, the opening match of the World Cup for Japan was against Germany, I think it was for me a very important key point, the fact that a lot of Japanese players play in Germany. And it was, I think, for me a great advantage because all the Japanese players knows how the German play. And also the German players knows how the Japanese players could react. And I was right, because Japan play this match without any complex. They play with a lot of aggressiveness. And the first half was, of course, a first half where Japan wanted to study, I think. That's why the first half, especially after getting the first goal from Germany, it was interesting to see the reaction of the coach and the staff, to see how they used the reaction. And because in World Cup, if you lose the first match, automatically I think you lose the possibility to be qualified. And it was necessary for Japan to react. And the react first came from the coach, because he changed some players at the halftime. It's very rare, but I think it was the first key of the success. And the second thing was, I think, the players made a strong tactical reaction. And also, I think we can say that they were a little bit lucky, because they scored 2 goals in a row. And these 2 goals put a big trouble to the German team. And the German team show a little bit panic. They didn't know how to do. They were very surprised, and they didn't find the way to change. They didn't find the way how to come back to the race. It means that Japan destroyed the German mechanic. It means that Japan destroyed the German mechanic. And German didn't find the way to come back, and that's why I think, regarding the opening match, Japan made, of course, a great surprise, but for me it was not a big surprise. I think Japan won this match with intelligence, with also tactic, and of course also with talent. So this first victory put Japan in a very comfortable and confident situation to prepare, of course, the following competition.
これまで20年以上日本の試合をご覧になってきたと思いますけど、この初戦、監督の目にはどのように映りましたか？
I'm not completely surprised, because from the time I left Japan 20 years ago, more than 20 years ago, Japan had a strong improvement. And I think the improvement came from the fact that now 90%, 100% of the Japanese players play in Europe. and automatically the Japanese players are a lot of experience and a lot of maturity. And the Japanese teams now didn't make any complex, and they didn't scare about any teams in the world. And that's why I said at the beginning of the World Cup that Japan is able to win against Germany. And I think 20 years ago I couldn't say that. But 20 years after, regarding the talent of the Japanese team and the quality of the Japanese team, frankly, I was not surprised to see Japan play like that, and especially against this opening match against Germany. I was not surprised, just I can say that how much Japan improved. And I was a little bit so proud to see how Japan can play now, and also I realized how Japan made improvement, of course.
ワールドカップはこれが7回目の出場ですが、先制されてから試合をひっくり返したそういう逆転勝利というのは初めてだったと思います。その鍵は何だったのでしょうか？
Yes, it's the first time, but all the teams in the world has the first time. You know, first time is possible at any time. Of course, we expected this kind of reaction, and I think the fact that it is a knockout tournament, the fact that the target of this competition, especially the target of the first round, was to be qualified. And to be qualified is to finish top 1 or top 2. And the fact that Germany scored the first goal, and the fact that Japan was losing at the half-time, what is the reaction? We don't react, we accept. And I think the message of Moriya Susan was to say to the players, say, look, if we stay like that, maybe World Cup is finished for us. Or if you believe on yourself, if you believe that you can come back, invest more. Try, take decision. Even your decision is wrong, but keep your moral. Keep to believe on yourself and believe to your partner. And I think it was just people, I don't know, we can say in English, ont pris conscience, they aware. Ils ont pris conscience, they decided that if we want to stay alive in this World Cup, we have to show that we are able to do. I think it was a mental reaction, because we cannot discuss about the talent. Talent is there, but the talent without investment, without human emotion, human investment, you cannot win any matches. That's why Japan, I think, has the possibility to come back to the race. Of course, we have to consider also the little bit chance, because to score 2 goals in a row against Germany is not easy challenge. So Japan had very beautiful stars on the head to help them. They were a little bit lucky, but the chance came from investment, from the talent of the players, and of course from the managing, the coaching of Moriyasu-san.
いやー面白かった。本当はねもっともっと聞きたいことがあるんですけどね。ただ他にも試合があるので、はい、先に進めさせていただきたいと思います。次回の動画では第2戦コスタリカ戦について監督に大いに語っていただきます。他にもこんなことを聞いてほしいというリクエストがありましたら、ぜひコメント欄の方でお寄せください。またよろしければ高評価、またチャンネル登録の方もよろしくお願いします。それでは最後までご視聴いただきどうもありがとうございました。
バイバイ。